Hello students, welcome to Agricultural Development Trust, Sharda Bai Pawar Mahila Arts Commerce Science College, Sharda Nagar Baramati. I am Professor Poonam Mishra, brought for you the subject Secretarial Practice, in which we are learning chapter number 5, Members of a Company. So students, in this chapter we will learn who is the member of a company, who can become a member of a company, that is acquisition of membership. So let's see first meaning of member. Member means a person whose name is entered in the register of members of a company, and also includes holder of equity shares whose name is entered as a beneficial owner in the records of depository. So student, every company maintain the register of member. The person whose name appear in that register, or the person who purchased the equity shares of any company and his name is entered in the beneficial owner record of the company, that is record of depository, that person becomes the member of a company. So students, by this we can understand that two conditions are required, or either of the one conditions are required to become a member of a company, that the person's name should be entered into the register of member, and second, his name is entered in the beneficial owner in the records of depository. So if such conditions are fulfilled, a person can become a member of any company. Now student, we will see acquisition of membership, how the membership can be obtained or gained. So here is a first way of acquisition or getting the membership of any company. The first method is by subscribing the memorandum. Student, in the earlier chapter we have learned what is memorandum of association, what are the contents of memorandum of association, or why memorandum of association is prepared, who prepares the memorandum of association. So it says when a person subscribe means when a person signs the memorandum of association of any company, that person become the member of that company. The subscriber to the memorandum of company are its member, with 7 in case of public company. So the minimum number of member required for public company is 7 and private company is 2. One person company is 1. And these minimum people will initially sign the memorandum of association, and those person becomes the member of the company. Next is by application and allotment of shares. Application means whenever a person applies for purchasing the share of any company and that company agrees to allot the share to that applicant. So in this way that person becomes the member of a company. So any person who wishes to buy a company shares has to apply for the same, and on acceptance of application by the company, the person is allotted the shares and becomes the shareholder, and thereby it also becomes the member because his name is entered in the register of member. Third is by holding shares in dematerialized form. Student, I have explained what is dematerialized form. Dematerialized form means purchasing or holding the share on an online basis, keeping the record on an online basis. So that is known as in simple word, that is known as a dematerialized form. So any person who has shared his name as a beneficial owner in the records of depository, so rather than records are entering in the register, in dematerialized form record will be maintained in the depository system, and if the person name is entered as a beneficial owner in the records of depository, that person becomes the member of company. Next is by transfer. Means if one person transfer its shares to another person, that new person becomes the member, and the person who sold the share, his membership gets over with the company. So any person who buys the share of the company from an existing member become its registered member after accept his transfer request. Fifth one is by transmission of shares. So before moving ahead, you should know what is transmission. Transmission of shares means when the shares are transferred to the legal heir at the time of death and insolvency of the member. So transfer of shares by the operation of law. This transfer of share does not happens willingly. It's happened accidentally because of death and insolvency of the member or the shareholder. So that is known as a transmission of shares. So on the transmission, the legal representative or legal heir in case of death will be the official receiver of the shares. So in this case, that the legal heir or the representative becomes the new member of a company. Nominee of one person company. In case of one person company, the name of the nominee whose name is given in the memorandum of one person company means whose name is given as a nominee, means after the one person, the single owner, who will be the next owner. So that person will be known as a nominee. So the nominee after the death of owner becomes the new member of that one person company. By acquiescence. Acquiescence means mistake. Due to the mistake something happened and that person became the member of a company. Let's see. If a person is wrongly if a person's name is wrongly entered in the register of member, or hold himself out of as a member, or knowingly allows his name to remain in the register of member without informing to the higher authority, and that this mistake is continued till the winding up of the company, so that person becomes the member due to the mistakes or acquiescence of the company. And this is also known as a membership by principle of estoppel. Means in every meeting that person used to attend the meeting, that person did all the activity or attended all the meeting, given all the suggestion like a member, and his name continued to be there in the register till last or winding up of the company. So that person becomes the member by the principle of estoppel. Next is we will see how a membership gets terminated or end with the company. 7 point in the previous PPT we have seen how one person can become or get the membership of the company. Now we will know how the membership gets over or the termination of membership happened. A person ceases to be the member, means cancelled to be the member of the company, when any of the following occurs. It means when any of the following situation will be happened, in that case that person will not be a member of the company. His name will be removed from the beneficial owner of the depository record and also from the register of member. So first, transfer of shares. For example, Mr. A transfer his share to Mr. B, so Mr. A's membership will be cancelled or end with the company. In the event of the death or insolvency of the member, any one member dies or become the insolvent due to the bankruptcy, so that person will not be no longer member of a company. Sales of a share by the member in the buyback offer by the company. Sales of a share. Buyback offer is an offer given by the company to their existing shareholder who have already purchased the share of the company, but the company wants to buy those shares at a lower price and again wants to sell in future at a higher price. So in that case the company sell its shares, purchase the shares from the existing member, and when the member agrees to sell its existing share to the company, at that time that members or that person's membership gets over with the company. Forfeiture of share by the company. Now student, forfeiture means cancellation of share by the company. Company cancel the shares of a member, or cancel the share or terminate the membership of a member when they will not fulfill their liability, and they will not fulfill the legal requirement, and they will not follow the provision for the acceptance of shares. So in that case the forfeiture will be there, will be done with the share of that member. So in this case, in this way the members membership will gets over with the company. Fifth is a surrender of shares to the company by member. The surrender name itself suggests that the member or the person is voluntary, means by his own wish giving its share to the company. So in this case, as per his wish, he is returning the share to the company, and this is known as a surrender of shares. So in this case, also the membership gets over with the company. Next is exercising of lien over the shares of a member by the company. Exercising of lien over the shares of a member by the company means company does not allow the transfer to the member, transfer the share of a member unless they pay whole amount of the share. So if that person wants to make over the membership with the company, that person has to pay the total amount payable on the shares. Then only he can sell its share, and in this way his membership will be cancelled. The person who holds the redeemable preferentials. Now student, it is a type of preferentials which is redeemable, means which is repayable, paid back after the certain period of time. So the person who have purchased the redeemable preferentials ceases to be the member when the company redeem these shares. When company will redeem, when the company will pay back this share, at that time the membership of that preference shareholder will be over with the company. Next is person rescinds, means refutes, reject the contract of membership on the ground that he or she was cheated and frauded by the misrepresentation of information given by the company in the prospectus. So in this case, students, means the member is saying that they have been cheated, or they have been misrepresented, or they have been given the wrong information by the company in the prospectus. So that's why they are not ready to continue the membership with the company. In this case, that membership will be over with the company because the person itself refusing to become the member of the company. And last one is a winding up of the company. When the company gets end or over, company totally closed, is totally closed, at that time the membership of all the members with that company gets over, because all of them get their principal amount paid or repaid by the company. Now student, let's study what are the rights conferred on the member and duties and liability to be fulfilled by the member. So student, once any person becomes the member of a company, he has some authority as well, he has some right as well, but as well as he has to perform some duties on behalf of the company. He has some liability with the company. It means he has to pay the amount payable on his shares, and these all should be fulfilled by the members. So let's see, students, the rights, duties and liabilities of a member. First one, right of accessing, using books and documents. Any member can see the books of accounts, any document of a company if they require. So a member can get the copies of memorandum and articles of association, auditors and directors report, balance sheet, profit and loss account. Also the member can inspect the register of member, debenture holder, charges, investments, minutes book of all journal meeting, proxies lodged for journal meeting, and all the written file by the company. So whatever the legal document which is prepared, filed or any report which is kept at the registered address of the company, any member can ask for accessing it or can ask for looking it by applying or by paying the application fees to the registrar of company. Next is right to make the fundamental corporate decision. Some basic decisions that are on the members only, that are the rights of, that are authority of the member, so they can use those fundamental right to make some fundamental decisions. So member who hold exclusive power to decide at the meeting of member on the matters. So members are authorized to take the decision on the following matters, that is change of registered office of the company, increase in the authorized capital of the company, change of the object, goal, target of the company, amend articles of association means rule book of the company, acquisition, purchasing, merger, merger means coming together, takeovers means purchase of one company by another company, by the company, and appointing sole selling agent, winding up of the company. So these are some matter on which the members are given the right to take the decisions. So members can also exercise this power. Third is a right to participate in journal meeting. You know, the journal meeting are actually for the whole year's performance held by the conducted by the company or achieved by the company. So the member has a exclusive rights to participate, to attend the meeting and to participate in the decision of journal meeting. So members have a right to receive the notice, agenda of all journal meetings, attend them in a person. They can personally be present at the meeting, or they can appoint the proxy or the representative in place of them, speak, vote at the meeting. They can speak at the meeting, they can vote at the meeting, they can demand, they can vote at poll, means in the ratio of the share already held by them, they will vote at the matter of the meeting. Demand to call them, they can demand for the extraordinary general meeting. So these are the power and rights that the member can participate in the general meeting. Next is right to appoint and remove the director. If some director is misusing his rights, he is doing some cheat and fraud in the internal management of the company, so it is a right of the shareholder or the member, they can remove that director, and they can also appoint the new director in place of that person. Next is right with respect to the company's account and its audit. And also the members has a right that they can see the company's books of account anytime, and also they can appoint their own trusted auditor to check the internal accounting process of the company. So the members approve the annual accounts at the annual general meeting. They appoint the auditor, decide their remuneration means their salary, and also have a right to remove the auditors. Next is right to participate in profit of the company. Members invest money in the company with the hope of getting the good returns, good benefit on the investment. Therefore, that's why the member has a right to approve the dividend. Once the director or the company will decide the dividend or the return on their share, the member has to approve it. Member should be agreed with that dividend rate, then only the dividend will be declared. So they has a right to approve the dividend. They get the same within 30 days of its declaration at the annual general meeting, and they get their dividend after the declaration in the annual general meeting. They get their dividend. Next is shareholding rights. Shareholding rights means they can buy, transfer their shares. So these rights include the right to issue the share certificates. Once they purchase the share, the company will allot them a share certificate. They can transfer their share to get right issue. So if they are the shareholder of the company will give them right issue, means fresh issue of share will also be offered to them. Bonus share will also be given to the existing shareholder if the company performs good amount of profit or on huge profit in a particular year. Next is right to receive the surplus assets. Surplus means excess asset. So any excess money, excess profit, excess reserve is there with the company, the members has a right to receive that. In the event of the winding up of the company, member is entitled to get the shares of surplus asset of the company. Surplus asset, when it will be called as a surplus asset, when after paying all the debt of the outsiders, preference shareholder, all the banks, all the creditors, if some assets still remain in the business or the company, that asset benefit or the amount will be shared by the existing member. If after the payment to all other stakeholders means all the creditors, suppliers, banks, government bonds, all the payment are done and still some assets are there in the company, that will be shared by the shareholders. Right to class action suit. Okay, so the act confers class action suit is the act confers the right of the class action suit to the member against the company or its director. Means whenever the member feels that they should take any action, they should file any case against the company or the director, they can do the same. In the event of any fraudulent, if some fraud is happening, some unlawful illegal thing is happening, or some wrongful act is going on, some mistakes, some misleading statement is given in the auditor's report, any 100 member of those holding 10% voting right can apply to the tribunal for the redress. Tribunal means NCLT or NCLAT. They can ask for the redress to solve the situation if they are having the minimum 100 member or the member having the 10% voting right with the company. So the member can demand the investigation in the affairs of the company, and also they can file a petition to wind up the company. If the company will be found guilty in the court, means in the eyes of the NCLT, that company will be closed forever and it will be wound up. So students, this is whole about the members of a company. We saw who is the member of the company, and also we saw how we can get the membership of any company, how the membership will be cancelled, and what are the rights and powers of a member or shareholders. Keep watching the video, study at home, complete the notes. Meet you in the next video, students, very soon. Thank you.